Okay, period. Oh my god, she's serving face. Wow. Like on a random Wednesday. Okay. Kind of feel like a parent telling their children that the family dog has died. But if you guys keep up with me on Instagram or TikTok, you might have seen that Alfie did pass away. I don't know why I feel awkward saying it. I feel just because, like, do you know what I mean though? Like, I feel like he brought so much joy to people on this platform and on my social medias. It was like he was all of our babies, and it wouldn't be uncommon for me to get comments on my videos, just not even about anything in the video, just the fact that Alfie was in the video. Like, Alfie is so cute, Alfie's so precious. Like, he was so loved, not only by his family but also people on my social media. So I know he's so missed by us, and he's going to be so missed by people on here as well, because he'd always be in my vlogs because I was like always with him. So yeah, it is super sad. He passed away on the 1st of October and I'm vlogging on the 6th of November, so I didn't vlog for the whole of October. It was kind of a shock and it kind of wasn't. Like, in my last vlog, it was I think a couple of weeks before he died, he got told that he was in the last stage and he probably had like 6 months left. And that was sad because, so Alfie got diagnosed with a heart murmur about a year ago, and he's been on medication and he has slowed down a lot and deteriorated. So that's sad because, like, Chihuahuas are meant to live for quite long, and I've just always had it in my head that he would live longer than 10 years old. And yeah, so when he deteriorated again, and they said in that last vlog that he was at the end stage now, he had 5-6 months, like, that was sad, but it was also like, okay, we can prepare for this to be like the end of his life and just make the most of the next few months with him. We'll probably have our last Christmas with him, and then that's the thing about dogs, they just go downhill so quickly. And he just took a really bad turn one afternoon, and my parents rushed him to the vets, not our like family vet, like an emergency vet. And in the end, putting him down that night was the best option for Alfie and for all of us. The vet said, like, obviously he's your dog. If you're saying you want to take him home, I can't stop you, but I won't be happy to do that. Like, I advise against it. She said if we take him home that night, and they tried to like save him. They put him in an oxygen tent, they gave him medication intravenously. He just wasn't perking up. His heart was really struggling. He lost feeling in his back legs. He couldn't stand up because his body was put all the blood and everything trying to work his heart. So his like other organs, legs, went. And she said if you take him home, then he'll probably die of cardiac arrest, which will obviously be painful. Like, he will suffer, we will suffer. That will be traumatic, finding him dead or whilst he's having a heart attack. Like, I couldn't even imagine how traumatic that would be. She said if we kept him overnight here to see if he's better by tomorrow, there's a chance he could pass away here without you guys around him. So basically putting him to sleep was the best option because he could go in like no pain, and also we could all be around him, all say our goodbyes and all be around him whilst he's put to sleep. So that's what we did. It was incredibly emotional. I was bawling my eyes out. The next day I was bawling my eyes out. And then yeah, October was a difficult month anyway, because it was the anniversary of my cousin's death, and I also touched on that in my last vlog, saying that I wasn't really in a good place anyway because of that. And then Alfie passed away at the beginning of that month, so it was just all in all a very emotional month, October. And if you've lost a pet before, it is genuinely like losing a family member, and it really does take a while to adjust to not having them around anymore. Like, you get so used to having a dog, there's so many things you do and say that you don't even think about, and once they're gone it's like, oh, I'd normally do this, or I normally say this. And like, I would always talk to Alfie in this really screechy, annoying baby voice, and I would only ever talk to Alfie like that. And obviously now that he's passed away, I don't do that, and I've like had the urge to do it, and it's like he's not here. And he really was my baby, like he was my first love. Well, yeah, so a lot of things have sucked, but we're on the up. Oh, and I've started therapy, yeah. But yeah, everything kind of feels on the up now. I feel like I'm over the hill, and I've started to feel myself again. And I feel like the last few months I've just like, it's felt like I've just been trying to keep afloat, if that makes sense. Whereas now I feel like I am the captain now. Like, I'm driving the boat and I know where I'm going, and I have energy to do that. And I just feel like my passion, my motivation, my discipline, like everything's like come back within the space of a few days. But it's not, it's like, it's actually been months of just small things, just not giving up, just, yeah, just keep trying until something clicks, because it is frustrating, because you just want to get, I'm someone who's so like 0 or 100 as well. Like, I'm so all or nothing. If I'm not going to the gym, I'm not eating healthy either. I'm not eating my protein. Like, I have to be doing everything all at once, otherwise it just seems pointless to me. And I think you can beat yourself up for not going back to 100% straight away. And I've tried so many times, like, this is going to be the week that I go back to the gym and I start, you know, eating well again. And you know, another thing, this is the week I'm going to start vlogging again. This is the week I'm going to start meditating, or this is the week I'm going to start going to bed early again. And it's just, it can be hard because it doesn't happen, and it doesn't happen, and it doesn't happen. And then it's just like something clicks. You feel like you're in your flop era. That is okay, because it's part of the process. You can't rush through your flop era. Everyone goes through a flop era some point or another, you know? And you have to do that in order to bounce back and be better than ever. Do you know what I mean? So if you're in your flop era and you're like, when am I gonna exit my flop era? I need to enter my slate era immediately. You will get there. Just be patient with yourself and be kind to yourself, and know that you will exit this flop era. But you need to also, whilst you're in your flop era, visualize what you want your slate era to look like. What behaviors do you want to start doing? What routines do you want to start doing? What do you want to embody? What are your goals? And take your time thinking about those things and how you're going to get there. And one day something will just click, and you'll just get the motivation to start putting those things into practice. This is our new bathroom, guys. let me turn this on. I don't think I ever really vlogged like what, I don't know if I ever showed what the bathroom looked like before, but this is it now. We've got a new toilet. It's got a built-in bidet like the ones in Turkey. I mean, we've always had a small bathroom, but it's just so much better now. We've got new floors. It's also got underfloor heating, which is really good, really nice in the winter. And my feet are always really cold. And then we've got the sink unit here. This mirror is really nice. It opens up. And then we've got a new shower as well, which is also really nice. So it's very different and much more modern to what we had before. Before, the toilet was in the same place, but it was a different toilet. We had different floor. We had like blue walls. It was just very dated. And then we had the sink next to the toilet here. And then we had like a little stand-up mirror on the windowsill. And then here was a bath. It was like a bath shower with like tile all on the wall. So yeah, we no longer have a bath, but this is really nice. I never really use the bath anyway, to be fair. I really need to get on with my clinical psychology doctorate application. It's due in exactly 2 weeks' time. I think I'm so relaxed about it because I'm quite happy with my application from last year. Last year was obviously, I think the benefit of it not being your first time is that you do have the template of what you already have from the year prior. And I think it depends on, you know, sometimes you might want to completely restructure it, write it from fresh. But I'm quite happy with my application. So I think I just want to make some minor tweaks to it, you know? So I think that's why I'm so relaxed, but I'm like, you've literally got 2 weeks. Do you know you have 30 minutes? The thing that's stressing me out the most is I can't decide which 4 courses to apply to. So I need to do that. But to kind of recap on my journey and last year's application process, if you haven't seen the videos that I did documenting that. So, summary, I did my psychology undergrad at the Uni of Exeter. I graduated with a first. I have been working since. I have not got a master's degree or any post-grad degree. I worked as a support worker in a psychiatric hospital for about a year. Then I worked as an assistant psychologist in community CAMS, and then I have my current AP role working in a staff mental health hub. Last year I applied for the first time. I was really stressed when I was writing my application. My cousin had just died. Yeah, it wasn't a great time. I did my best, I submitted it, I heard back in March, and I got 2 interviews and a reserve offer for an interview too. So I applied for Bath, Oxford, King's College London and UCL, and I got interview offers from Bath and Oxford, and I was on reserve for an interview for King's, and UCL rejected me. I did document my interview experiences with Oxford and Bath. Oxford felt like a train wreck because I had to go there in person and the whole thing was just quite stressful. I don't know if I said this at the time, and it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to apply there this year, but I didn't really like the vibe of Oxford, the Oxford course. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise that it didn't come to fruition. God, yeah, it was just a really hard interview, and I was just thinking on my feet the whole time. Like, things were coming up that I had not prepared for, and I was like, huh? But somehow they ended up liking me and I got a reserve offer. So I've been told that that's really good because that means like they would have wanted me. Like, they saw me as a capable candidate. And the thing is, like, it's so dumb. Like, majority of people who apply would be great clinical psychologists, but there's just not enough spaces for people. Don't get me wrong, I think there probably are people who apply who maybe it's not meant for them, or they don't have enough experience yet, or you know what, maybe they're not ready. But like the acceptance rate onto the courses, I've got some stats somewhere on my laptop and it is literally crazy. But anyway, yeah, so I actually did quite well for Oxford. I got onto their reserve list for a place, but they never gave me the offer because, again, I don't think I was high enough on that reserve list. And then Bath, I thought went a lot better, and it was remote, and I just loved the feel of the Bath course, and yeah, so I thought that went really well. And then I found out that I didn't get an offer, I didn't get reserve or anything. And for both interviews I did have feedback, which was useful. I couldn't tell you really what the feedback was. I've buried it so deep in my mind, but I have the notes on it. I will obviously, if I get interview offers this year, I will look at that feedback again. The way I did it last year was when I picked my unis in October, November, part of me does want to experience London life, London living. So I decided to put 2 of my options as London unis. I chose King's and UCL, which was kind of bold of me. Like, those are the really competitive, well, all of the London ones are competitive, but I chose the most prestigious ones. And then, because I was like, I'll put half of them as London, because like I'm not dead set on going to London. Like, I can do that after my doctorate, I can do that in my 30s, like whatever. So I just put half of them as London, and then I put 1 Bath because I can just stay around here. I don't mind staying around here. And I put 1 Oxford because Oxford was completely tactical, because I knew that they first and foremost screened people out by giving them an academic score. And because I did really well in my A-levels and I got first, it was completely strategic and it worked. But then I ended up not even, do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a gamble. It's like, how strategic do you be? Because you can be more strategic and increase your likelihood of getting an offer, but is it at the cost of you're going to go somewhere you're not really going to enjoy? Like, I ended up being like, I don't really like the feel of Oxford, the course. Thinking definitely 2 in the southwest region, and then either a 3rd southwest region and 1 London, or 2 London. But I'm thinking this time with the London ones to not go for King's or UCL, and maybe go for ones kind of on the border. So there's like Surrey, there's because if you go to Surrey, or I think it's Salomon's, you can still have placements in like South London, and a lot of the trainees do live in London. There's a massive Facebook group for clinical psychology. And yeah, I saw it last year when the interview offers came out. People were saying, you know, expressing their frustrations. Like, I got 2 interview offers last year, I didn't get any this year. And I was just like, oh my God. So although I'm quite happy with my application, I don't want to come across too cocky. Like, fully aware that this process is very random and not fair in a lot of aspects. So honestly, who fucking knows? But yeah, I want to get a better idea of where I'm actually going to apply. That would be really helpful. And it's all well and good writing your application, but I feel like part of it is being a bit more strategic about where you apply. And also, like, if you get in, you're going to be based there for 3 years. It's a commitment, and you want to pick a uni that fits you and your style of working, your value.
Good.
Here it is, guys. Make sure you get everything. I don't know why the flash is on. Oldemore.
What the fuck?
Right.
Why? We did that.
Yeah.
It's a team effort,
Nice and
actually.
solid. Yeah, good. And we just finished the shelves. Now you just
you gotta screw them on.
Çay istiyor musun oğlum?
No, thank you.
Excellent.
Ne renk bu? Beyaz?
Beyaz. İçerisi grey. Bak. I didn't realize this when I bought it.
Ha, bundan.
Ayna var.
Evet. Buralara da bak takılarını, saatlerini falan koyabilirsin değil mi?
True, yeah. Evet.
Çünkü zaten aynen var.
Çok aynam var.
Evet, her yer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Vallahi bak Benjamin'i kaç saattir çalıştırıyorsun.
Ben's better than Dad, I think.
İyi, ben sana dedim o daha iyi yapar diye.
Evet.
Legoları da iyi yapıyor.
Does that feel okay? Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. That's literally perfect. Thank you so much.
Because I'm perfect. So I can do anything. Did you get that on camera?
Yeah.
Good.
We did it! That's what Ben just said. It's a team effort. Fuck off. Oh, that's not what we needed.
No, it was the other one where you were like, oh we had one extra. Oh, this is the one extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I did actually do some. I just didn't film me doing it. But Ben did most of it. And Ben also instructed me what to do for the majority of it. But yeah, this is really exciting. So I've got so much crap. This is one of 3 chihuahuas in this salon. I don't know where the other ones are. I think they're down there. Guys, I've just got back from the hairdresser. Well, I haven't. I've got back, and I don't know if anyone else finds this. I love my hairdresser. He always nails it. I love catching up with him, but it's always like no one styles my hair better than me. So I've just redone my bangs and I'm just waiting for that to sit, and I also fixed my makeup because a lot of it got washed off. But this is the hair. So basically we've got blonde highlights in here, and the reason I wanted blonde highlights is because my natural hair, I have blonde highlights, but I just have like a strip here. So it's just one strip on either side that's blonde. And when that's like grown out and everything, it looks fine. But because it was just the roots here, I just thought I'm too impatient to wait for the whole thing to grow out. So I'm just gonna get a T-section of blonde highlights. And yeah, I really like it. I think it looks quite natural. It is, I don't know, it's natural, but it still gives the overall appearance of being quite a lot lighter. Like, I came home and I immediately erased my eyebrows because my eyebrows were too dark. And when I saw the contrast of my eyebrows this morning with this lighter hair, I was like, that looks really bad. So I redid my eyebrows so they're more natural. And I do like it, like blondie hair on me. I think it kind of goes with my eyes and my brows and stuff. Just impatiently waiting for my bangs to load, but you can see like the blonde throughout. Yeah, I think it looks nice. It's really hard to see in natural lighting because it's that time of year where it's 3 o'clock and it is dark outside. There is no natural lighting. I'm in front of my mirror. That's what it looks like. But yeah, it's dark out, so you can't really see what it's like in natural lighting. You can see the individual highlights a bit better now. I'm actually gonna make brownies for my boyfriend. Literally, who is she? I've turned into a lover girl. He has just landed a new job, so I want to bake him some brownies. and I don't know if I can like write an icing or something, congratulations, but I think I'm gonna make Oreo brownies. This is really out of character for me. I'm not like a cook or a baker anyway. I can't remember the last time I baked something actually, so, but brownies are kind of straightforward to make, I think. Probably get him a card. I should probably get him a card, write him something nice, because he's coming over tomorrow. So I'll surprise him with that. Obviously I've congratulated him when he got the job, but I just thought like a nice little gesture would be nice and thoughtful, and he always does stuff like that for me. Like, he's done way more of that than I have. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I need to go get some ingredients. The last time I cooked for him, I made this prawn risotto and I literally poisoned him and everyone. I gave everyone food poisoning. My mum's prawn allergies were triggered. She didn't even eat it, just the smell of the prawns being cooked triggered her allergies. I had a really bad stomachache, couldn't sleep properly that night, and then my boyfriend was physically sick. He woke up in the middle of the night like, I feel really sick, and I was like, oh. Obviously it's a joke that I tried to poison him, but in reality I think the prawns I bought were dodgy, and they were from Waitrose and they were like pre-washed and ready to eat, so I don't know how they were dodgy, but they were. And he threw up, and he hadn't thrown up for 10 years, and he threw up in our new bathroom, in our new toilet. I was like, you've just christened the toilet, like, congratulations, no one's thrown up in that yet, so you can have that. Sent him some pictures of my new hair, and he said he really liked it. And then he said, also, I might have a low tapered mullet. My friends talked me into it. Both of us have just decided to massively change up our hair today. What is that? I don't know what a low tapered mullet is. Let me look this up. Low tapered mullet. Guys, some of these I really don't like. Some of these look okay, some of these are awful. I'm just on Google Images for low taper mullet. I could literally buy like ready-made brownie mix and cheat. But I'm actually gonna do this. This is the recipe I'm using, by the way. So I'm just making sure I have all the ingredients, but I wanna write like congratulations on the top of the brownie, and I don't know whether to get these like letters and numbers. About to make the brownies. So these are all the ingredients that I've already measured out. So we've got the sugar, butter, flour, cocoa powder, the chocolate chips, eggs, vanilla extract, salt, oil, Oreos, and then I want to spell congratulations, but I haven't decided whether I'm going to use these because this will be easier, or what are you saying in the background?
I'm saying, imagine Mum made videos every time. Every time she cooks.
Well, you should. You can make some money from it.
Good answer.
You do it for free. Or I might use this icing, but I don't know because this is probably harder to do. But I feel like that will look nicer if I handwrite it, but we'll save that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It's on this website, bakerbynature.com. It's their Oreo brownies. So I've got all of this ready. Let's preheat the oven. That was the first thing. Let's get the oven nice and warm. 9 times 9.
9 times 9.
Square.
Square olacak değil mi? Valla 10 inç var bende.
That's fine, it'll just be a bit thinner, won't it? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we've sieved that into a large bowl, and now we are combining the butter, the oil, and some of the sugar in a medium saucepan. We're now going to whisk the eggs and the remaining sugar in a large bowl. We want just the yolk.
Okay. Do you know how to do it?
No. Mum's gonna show me because she's the expert. 2 large eggs and just the yolk of this one.
Beyaz.
Just the yolk. Beyazı değil. I think that's well combined. Okay, and then the vanilla, we're doing 2 teaspoons of medicine. Of melatonin? No, joking. Okay, we'll just mix that in. Slowly pour the warm butter mixture into the egg mixture, adding it very gradually and whisking constantly until completely combined. So we're going to slowly add in this butter, melted butter, sugar and oil this was, and bit by bit I'm whisking it constantly. Spatula, and we're going to add in the dry ingredients that we sieved into what we've just whisked, and using slowly I've had 1 shot of Bailey's. Dad's laughing at me. Slowly stir until it's just combined. Okay. Right, we need to get rid of this whisk. We don't need the whisk anymore. We're just gonna... Okay. It's starting to look more like brownie batter. I really hope I deliver because I've not really delivered on the cooking front so far. Okay. Right, do you want to have a look? That is the brownie mix. Okay, it smells really good. So, next step is my phone has died. Fold in the chocolate chips. I don't know what fold means. Broken these up, so I'm going to kind of break them up into here. Okay guys, this is looking good. So scrape the batter into the prepared pan and smooth the top. Press the remaining Oreo cookies on top of the batter, and then we bake for 30 minutes. Okay, Oreos are on top. Now, put them in the oven and await our fate. Look a little bit... okay, they look a bit burned, but I think they will taste nice. Tomorrow I'm either going to use this to write congrats, or I'm going to use the decorating icing. Depends how much time I have tomorrow, because I think this takes a bit longer to do. So we'll see. And then I need to write his card as well. It's been a long day. Today has drained me. I've not stayed up this late in a while. Like this whole week has been a reset for me. So I've been like getting up at 5 AM and all of that jazz. So it's 20 past 12, which is feeling a little late. But it's alright because it's the weekend, and I am actually going out tomorrow night, so this will kind of get me in a bit more of a routine for that, a later night. Okay, I'm gonna go take off my makeup. I'm gonna take these lashes off first. Ow, maybe I should wash my face first. No, always double cleanse when you take off your makeup. That means start with an oil-based cleanser first, and then use a cream cleanser after, or like a gel cleanser after. So I used to use like a balm, like an oil balm. I'd use the Body Shop one, but recently I've been using this one. You can get it off Beauty Bay. It's their ginseng cleansing oil, and it's really good. So I'm going to show you guys how I use this. the water and a cotton pad just to get any final remnants of makeup on the face. You can see, especially like around the ears, around the hairline. Sometimes I don't wash there as well, and down the neck too. And end this vlog here, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have really enjoyed vlogging again, so thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash the thumbs up down below, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.